If you're feeling tired all the time, snapping at people, losing motivation, waking up dreading the day, you're not lazy, you're burned out. And I know because I've been there, especially as a teacher. Today, I want to talk to you about what burnout really looks like, how it showed up in my life, and what I'm doing now to actually rest and come back stronger. This video is about how I'm learning to rest, not just sleep, but real, true rest, and how you can too. Hi guys, welcome back to the Glow and Grow channel. If you're new here, my name is Gabby and I help ambitious women upgrade their lives through conversations that turn into action. I'm excited about today's conversation. Today's conversation is personal because I wasn't just tired, I was exhausted, y'all. Like emotionally, spiritually, physically, everything. Is there another Lee that I could add in there? Everything. I didn't know how bad it had gotten until my body forced me to slow down. Yeah. So let me just say this. Burnout is not a badge of honor. You don't get extra points for running on empty. We're not giving you a cookie. You're not getting a ribbon. No. For the longest time, I wore my exhaustion like a trophy. I thought being busy meant I was doing something right. I always have something to do. I'm left, I'm right, I'm up, I'm down. And I thought rest was a reward that I earned only after I got the work done. It's not gonna work. That mindset had me operating like a robot, not a woman, a human being. And eventually my body said, enough. So I want to start here and say, stop glamorizing being busy. So let's talk about this. We live in a culture that worships productivity, the hustle. We clap for the woman doing it all, but we ignore the part where she's falling apart. Here's what I've learned. Being constantly busy doesn't mean you're successful. It means you're probably overwhelmed. Now, when someone says you've been busy, I say not anymore. I want peace more than I want praise. So if nobody's told you lately, you don't have to do it all. And you definitely don't have to do it all right now. My next point is that you should schedule rest, not just sleep. Here's something that changed everything for me. I stopped only scheduling work. I started scheduling rest. And no, I don't mean a nap after a long day. I mean blocked off, protected, intentional rest. Leave me alone. My phone is on do not disturb. I now put quiet time into my calendar like a meeting. That might look like sitting on the floor with a candle and no phone, or reading or journaling, or just doing my favorite thing. Like that's not stressful or pulling energy from me. The goal isn't to be unconscious. The goal is to be unbothered. Give yourself permission to rest on purpose, not just when your body collapses. This is going to be a first for some, but you need to master slow mornings or slow moments. One of the biggest game changers for me was slowing down my mornings. So before, I would jump out of bed, check my phone, scroll, respond, rush. Now I wake up slower. I sit up, I drink water, I stretch, I breathe. Even if I only have 10 minutes, even if I only have 5 minutes, I take that. It's not about the length of your routine. It's about the intention behind it. Start your day by telling your body you are safe. You don't have to rush. Whether it's morning, midday, or night, create slow moments on purpose. A great example of creating a slow moment is traffic. Getting through traffic, trying to get somewhere, you're rushing, speeding, all this stuff. It's all uncalled for. I heard someone say that when you're speeding, it only makes a difference of like 3 to 5 minutes. If you're late, you're late. Like at this point. So I like to put myself in a position where I'm telling myself I'm not going to rush. I'm not going to speed, switch lanes, do all this extra stuff. No, I'm going to take my time and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to listen to my favorite audiobook. Shoot. while I'm in the car. I'm gonna make this moment slow and enjoyable for me, even though I would rather not drive, but I am driving. So that's an example of creating a slow moment. You can do this anytime throughout your day. Now, listen, some of y'all need to log out of the socials. You're not just tired, you're also overstimulated. I didn't realize how anxious I was until I stopped checking my phone first thing in the morning. I had to learn to unplug in order to reconnect with myself. Now, I have social media free hours. No phones during dinner. I like to sit down, have dinner with my husband, and just talk. Notifications are off when they need to be off. It's not because I'm antisocial. It's because I'm pro peace, and silence isn't empty. It's full of information your body's trying to give you. So make space to hear it. Try this. Usually these are for my eaters who like to watch TV while they eat. If you are with somebody else, maybe just turn the TV off, or at least for the first 10 minutes, and eat without the TV. Then you guys can watch a show like usual. I don't know. It may be your thing, it may not be your thing, just a suggestion. Another thing I had to do, and this is good. If you don't take anything else from the video, take what I'm about to tell you right now. You cannot give everything your 100%. You can't give 100% of yourself to everything and expect to stay whole. You're giving your schooling 100%. You're giving your job 100%. You're giving your spouse 100%. You're giving your kids 100%. You're dealing with their problems 100%. And you're just everywhere, and you're split into 1,000 different ways, and you're trying to give all these different areas of your life 100%. I believe that we were not meant to operate 100% in everything. And when we are growing up, we're told, do your best, give it your best shot. And while that is true, it is not meant to be that way for everything. In order to preserve yourself, if you are overwhelmed and you want to stay in it for the long run, I suggest that certain things get 70%. Certain things could even get 50%. Some things can get 40%. I know for my overachievers, this is nerve-wracking, it is scary, but it is necessary. Everything does not deserve your 100% and does not need your 100% in order to be okay. So now I ask myself, is this giving to me or is it draining me? Is this an emergency or just someone else's expectation? I put limits on work. I put limits on social interaction, even family sometimes. If you pushing it, and yes, that means saying no to things I used to say yes to out of guilt. Boundaries don't make you mean, they make you wise. If you're always exhausted, check where your energy is leaking and put a boundary there. You're not supposed to carry everything alone. If you can afford, I suggest outsourcing something. An example of this is ordering groceries, hiring help, use delivery. And if you can't outsource financially, delegate emotionally. Maybe ask a partner or your friend or your coworker, say, hey, I need help with this. I used to think that asking for help meant like I was weak or incompetent. Ciao. No. Now I know that it's how I stay strong. It's how I stay in the game longer. Delegating doesn't mean that you're lazy. It just means that you're smart enough to protect your energy and you're doing what you need to do in order to live a long, healthy life. I didn't realize how much I was doing until I really sat back and was like, oh, like I'm physically not okay. My body was like, so I had been walking around with some pain in my foot for quite some time. And, we kind of just pushed through it and we ignore the signs that our body is telling us, like, sit down. Anyway, it had been going on for some months and I started limping. when I first got out of bed. And essentially, I finally booked an appointment with a specialist, and they did an x-ray on my foot, and they saw like a little like lump on the back of my heel. And he was like, well, this happens when you've been walking on pain for a very long time, and your body just creates that in order to, I don't know, like compensate for the stress that you're putting on your Achilles. And it just really dawned on me like, wow, like it did not have to get to this point. I just pushed through the pain unnecessarily to the point where I just kind of, my body is trying to adapt. And I don't want my body to have to do that anymore. I just want to listen the first time. I just realized it's not that deep. I need to take care of myself. And I think that you need to really take time to look at what your body's saying, because it is very important. And I don't want you guys to get to a point where you're starting to see certain things and your back is hurting and your foot is hurting and your knee is cracking and you're overwhelmed and you're overstimulated and you're driving home and your eyes are watering for no good reason. There's a reason. Sit down, sit with yourself, and make sure you're okay. And when you're better, you can pick back up. The world will be okay, but the world won't be okay without you in it. You were not created to be exhausted every day. You were not meant to live in survival mode. You deserve peace. You deserve stillness. You deserve rest. So this week, you guys know I have a challenge for you. I challenge you to do one thing that nourishes your soul. I really want you to do two. But not just your to-do list. I want you to really feel fulfilled by this one thing that makes you feel rested, that makes you feel peaceful, and that disconnects you from social media. Like that's, if you're already disconnected, great. But that's my challenge for you. Definitely leave a comment below, and I am going to be super excited to read them and see how you guys are prioritizing yourselves. So what are you going to do to rest this week intentionally? That's what I want to know. I love you guys so much, and I want you to know that I see you. Rest and prioritize yourself. Make sure you are subscribed, because we're glowing and growing over here together. Let me know what other videos or topics you want me to talk about, and I'll be happy to do that. See you in the next video. Peace.